Good afternoon, guys. I wanted to speak to you ahead of the launch for Could It Be Cloud, to talk to you about cloud offerings and how important they're going to be to 2E2. There's been a tsunami of marketing support around the issues of cloud, and lots of people have talked about what cloud is, but very few people have talked about how to transition to cloud. And in an environment in which people will become bored very quickly with the subject, what we need to do is differentiate ourselves and ensure that we're capturing people's attention. In order to do that, we believe that our approach of introducing flexible infrastructure readiness engagements, or fire assessments as we're referring to them, will be a real differentiator for us and allow us to explain to people how they can transition to a cloud-based environment and what state of readiness that they're in. This is going to be a very large market. The drivers are huge, whether it be around business innovation or whether it be around the reduction of cost, whether people are collapsing organisational walls in order to actually produce shared service environments. It doesn't really matter whether it's a commercial organisation looking to gain competitive advantage or a public sector organisation looking to reduce cost to meet their 28% target, whatever it may be. People are very interested in the cloud agenda, and we have to make sure that our offering is relevant. There are a lot of people who are aiming for a slice of this pie. You've got guys like IBM who are quoting that they want $1 billion in revenues from it this year, and they want $3 billion by 2014. So in a flat market, this is a growing environment, and we need to make sure that we take our share of that. If an organisation is contemplating moving towards the cloud, there are probably 3 or 4 things they need to be thinking about. They need to be looking at costs. Do they really understand the real costs of deploying IT? They need to be looking at their infrastructure. What state is it in? How ready is it to support activity in the cloud? They need to be looking at operational issues. Do they have the processes sorted? Do they have some form of compliance model or ITIL or whatever that will help them to support this activity? And probably one of the most important ones, one of the ones that Gartner has flagged up in particular, is the subject of security, governance and compliance. And we, along with Gartner, are going to try and put that front and centre and really focus people on that as one of the subjects, because it's been proven as one of the inhibitors to the cloud, and therefore I think if we address that, that will be very important. Those 4 issues, I don't know of any organisation that is really addressing those within their assessments. So I think if we can do that, then that will be unique for 2E2. If we look at our fire assessments, we're going to provide 3 levels. There's going to be a rapid fire assignment. It's a couple of days consultancy, £5,000 engagement. It's going to give you a high level view of all aspects and all answers to those questions we've just discussed. If you look at the quick fire 5-day consultancy arrangement, that's going to go into a slightly deeper level. And then beyond that, there's a 20-day plus intensive fire activity that might take you into a public cloud environment. It might take you into data center optimization. It might take you into virtualization. It'll focus upon a specific element, security, whatever it may be. We've also been testing our approach with the independent analysts. And if you haven't seen it, get a look at the IDC report, which is very good and actually pays testimony to the approach that 2E2 is adopting.